Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are almost done with the Rape of Lucrece. We have today and tomorrow, and then we are done with this epic poem that deals with sexual violence towards women and suicidal ideation. So pretty soon, if you've been tuning out, you can tune back in. But you're welcome to join us today if those are not triggers for you, and or if you just want to hear some of the end of all of this stuff. We're taking a look at stanzas 257 to 260. And Lucretia killed herself. Her father was very upset, obviously. Her husband is very upset, obviously, and they've both sort of thrown themselves on her body to mourn, and they each have a right and a reason to mourn, but they're sort of playing like who has more of a right to mourn and to grieve for her. And stanza 257 picks up saying, "The one doth call her his, the other his, yet neither may possess the claim they lay. The father says, she's mine. Oh, mine she is, replies her husband. Do not take away my sorrow's interest. Let no mourner say he weeps for her, for she was only mine, and only must be wailed by Collatine. Oh, quoth Lucretius, I did give that life, which she too early and too late hath spilled. Woe, woe, quoth Collatine, she was my wife. I owed her, and 'tis mine that she hath killed. My daughter and my wife with clamours filled the dispersed air, who, holding Lucretia's life, answered their cries, my daughter and my wife. Brutus, who plucked the knife from Lucretia's side, seeing such emulation in their woe, began to clothe his wit in state and pride, burying in Lucretia's wound his folly's show. He with the Romans was esteemed so, as silly jeering idiots are with kings, for sport of words and uttering foolish things. But now he throws that shallow habit by, wherein deep policy did him disguise, and armed his long hid wits advisedly, to check the tears in Collatinus' eyes. Thou wronged lord of Rome, quoth he, arise. Let my unsounded self, supposed a fool, now set thy long-experienced wit to school. So these first two stanzas are a continuation of Collatine and Lucretius saying, no, I get to be the most sad about this. No, I get to be the most sad about this. She was mine, nobody else gets to mourn her, only I get to mourn her. But then Brutus, in the third stanza, we learn about Brutus. Remember, he's the one that pulled the knife from her and let the blood spurt everywhere. Brutus had been known as a bit of a fool, maybe a court jester type person, but in this moment, seeing all of this happen and seeing the two of them fight over who gets to be sadder, he takes off the mask, and we find out that he's not the foolish guy that we thought that he was this whole time. He's actually much smarter than that and has some things to say. And he starts saying those things at the end of the last one of these stanzas. He's like, okay, the two of you, I know you're not used to listening to me, but I have some things to say here that may help. And we're going to hear what those things are in tomorrow's stanzas when we do a wrap-up of the Rape of Lucrece. So I will see you then for that. Mwah.